Hey, it's Lori Lewis, the director, with another episode of the Before the Big Day podcast, YouTube edition. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to remind you please subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you know when a new episode is available. Also, give me a thumbs up so I know you got some really good wedding planning nuggets from this episode. This podcast is for all of you who are wedding planning, who are trying to avoid going into debt for your big day. And you need the advice from those who have firsthand knowledge and experience, those wedding industry professionals from across the country, and those real life couples who have been through what you're experiencing and want to share their testimonies. So, without further ado, enjoy. Hello, everyone. It's Lori Lewis, the director, with another episode of the Before the Big Day podcast. In today's episode, I am happy to actually be recording an episode that is being recorded internationally, right? So joining me in the guest chair today is Ekorhi Kingsley of Wedding Suits of Nigeria. Now, many grooms are looking for suits in a particular color and a particular style, and I've been following this account for a while. And because they're willing to ship to the United States, I thought that it would be an awesome opportunity to share his company and his offerings with all of my viewers from around the world. So welcome to the guest chair, Ekorhi.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Just give us a little background to your company, Wedding Suits Nigeria, and tell us what's your business besides obviously the suits and tuxedos, but how did you get started with this business?
Um, Thank you. Well, I started while in school. I finished from Awolowo University here in Nigeria. And once I graduated, I had a couple of friends that right out of school, they were getting married. So, this whole thing whereby the ladies have what they want, the ladies have a particular color in mind, and the lady wants the guy to wear something in that color. So, we had to start searching for suits that would fit the lady, that would work with the color of the day. And sometimes it's pretty difficult. Somehow, I don't understand. Most suits out there were basic colors, black and white. So black, gray. So we had to start creating unique designs out of our fabrics that would actually stand properly for a suit. So we did that. We did that for a couple of weddings after school, and they came out really good. So it just picked up from there. A lot of guys kept calling, "Hey, I want something you did for my friend. I want something in that line," and we were able to create a brand out of it. So yeah, that's it.
When did you first start getting exposure to the United States?
That would be 3 years ago.
Okay.
People do travel. Well, it was mostly because people just come online and they're like, "Okay, I want to get a suit. Look for a suit in Nigeria," and they're like, "Okay, this guy, what do you do? Can I see some of your work?" And that was just it. So most of our clients actually just come in online. Others are mostly referrals. You did a suit for somebody that I like. "Okay, I'm not in the country. How do you get it done for me?" And I'm like, "Okay, we have a system that works for you. We have measurements taken. If you have a difficulty getting the material around there, I'll direct you on how to go around it." And after some time, we proceeded to doing videos, video chats. Over time, we actually just picked up and it's been working really fine.
Okay. So what is the process? So if I have a groom or know of a groom and he wants to purchase either, something you have or get something custom from the United States, what is the procedure? They reach out to you. Obviously, do they DM you? Is there a form? What's the process?
Uh, First of all, there's a consultation process. We ask the client, "Okay, what do you want? What do you have in mind? Do you have a color in mind? Do you have something unique you'd like to wear?" And that the most grooms these days actually, well, let me not say the groom, let me say the brides. The brides always have what they want in mind. So the brides always send a picture and be like, "Hey, I want my guys to look good in this. I want my husband wearing this." So we're like, okay, this is good. We could have this made for him. Where's your location? And they said, "Okay, they're in the States," and all that. So what works for us mostly is we just do a mini consultation. pick the colors, pick the dates, and we send them the prices and everything. And once it works for them, the next process is to get the measurements taken. Now, most of our clients outside the country usually complain of not having immediate access to tailors that we do in Nigeria, where you can just walk into a tailor shop and have the measurements taken here at no cost. But over there, they have to pay to get their measurements taken and all that. So we ask, okay, do you have access to a measuring tape?
Okay.
For instance, spouse has a tape in the house. It's a thing you can always have in the house and all that. So we send them a measurement video, and the video is really simple. So they follow the video, gets the measurement taken. If they're not sure of a particular part, I go and call like this with them. Okay, take this that way, do this way, and in a short while we'll have the right measurements, and it's sent to us. We have the suit made exactly according to the measurement that was sent to us. And when it gets to them, it usually fits right. If there's any need for any kind of alteration, we've had like one or two instances like that. They go on a call with me. I'm like, hey, okay, this is a little bit big, this is a little bit small. If the date is far, we can have it sent back and altered. If it's close, we just have, okay, when you get a tailor, have this taken in, have this appraised, and you have the perfect suit. So, yeah.
Okay, and then what is the lead time? So from the time we have the consultation, I've submitted measurements, how soon can I expect to get my suit?
Well, we usually work with 3 weeks. We usually like when clients come in and we have a minimum of 3 weeks to work with. But we've had instances whereby the client either got disappointed by a formal designer, or something just happens and the day is very close. We've had as close as 10 days, we've had as close as 7 days. So we just, okay, do you have someone that is coming so that when it's coming down to you, it's faster? And they go, oh yeah, I have someone that's coming at the end of the week. Okay, we could have it done in a very short period of time, although it's going to cost extra because of course you're taking our time and all that, but we could deliver in a short time. But we usually like it when we have at least 3 weeks to work with.
Okay, wow, 3 weeks is a short period of time, so that's good news. Now, is everything custom or some items you actually have in stock?
Everything is custom. The modern groom actually has a unique taste when it comes to his wedding suit. So you have, initially we could have black pants tailored and just kept on stir. But these days the client wants a little bit of the suit to be on the pants. He wants this detail, he wants that detail. He has a particular way he wants the trouser to fit. So we have to make everything from scratch. So while we're having the consultation, we write every single thing down and ask him what detail he would like to include, and we make everything from scratch to finish. And when we're done with production, we'll send the client pictures of what the final outfit looks like. If he wants to change this, change that, he doesn't like this, we'll have those tricks done before we send to the client. So, yeah.
Okay, so now here's the big question, right? Cost. Can you give like a range, and shipping's included in the cost, right? Or does the shipping cost vary as well?
Well, the shipping cost vary as well because you may be making more than one outfit. It might be for the groom and the best man. It might be for the groom, the best man, and his groomsmen. So DHL and other companies are going to ship and weight according to the weight. They're going to cost you according to the weight of the package. So shipping will definitely vary. But the cost per item, it depends on the design, but we have from $180 going up, 180, 100, 200, 250, thereabout, depending on the design and the cost of production for us. Just lay it out to you. So if you have someone who's traveling, it's much easier. They just take it along with them and all. But if we're shipping through DHL, they will give you the DHL costs separately.
So so I think I got it right. You said the range for a custom suit is like from $250 to $880 for one suit, right?
No, from 200, let's do 200. From an average, from 200 on average to 250, thereabout, you will be able to have the suit made and custom made for you. It depends on the design. So if you want something very elaborate and it's going to cost us more, I'll let you
Sure.
know. But that is the price range for a custom suit.
Gotcha. Okay. And then what do shipping costs normally range from? Like shipping starts at what cost?
Shipping. Shipping is a very interesting cost actually. Shipping actually it depends on what DHL chooses. Sometimes we get some very interesting quotations from DHL and maybe seeing as much as 150 sometimes.
Okay.
But we had instances whereby we shipped for 120.
Okay.
I think it depends on what they have the scale system. It might be different. We may be using a particular fabric for the suit that is thicker, so that would also
Affect the weight.
increase it. If the client is sending, we're getting in shirts and other accessories as well. That would also increase the cost too. But we're looking at from 130 to 150, starting from that point, depending on the quantity you get.
Gotcha. All right. So how does one reach out to you? I mean, you and I have been communicating through Instagram. Is that the best, or is there a website or a phone number that folks can reach out to you directly after watching this episode?
The best option is actually Instagram because the website. The problem with the website is that it doesn't have as much options as Instagram, same as WhatsApp as well. So what we've been able to do over the last 4 years on the brand is we've been able to build a huge directory on Instagram where we're constantly posting pictures of our clients, possible designs the client might like. So most time, if the client wants to get a design, we'll just send you an Instagram, the link to our Instagram page, and there's lots to pick from. And most times, everybody has different body sizes.
Yeah.
So they want to be like, okay, I want to know what I will look like in this one. I want to know what I'll look like. And Instagram is the best. So when you get on Instagram, select what you want, send to me in the DM. If I don't answer, my assistant will definitely answer. But we try to answer as soon as possible and keep the conversation going from there.
Yeah, your response rate is amazing. So, and thank you. I know it's late there. It's in the morning here in Michigan, and it's getting towards the evening for you. So thank you so much for your time today. So for those yeah, absolutely. For those who are watching or listening, make sure you reach out. This is another option for you to get a custom suit for your big day. And so we thank you so much. And I'm hoping that we get the word out about your business and that business just booms for you, right? Because it's a big wedding year this year. So how busy are you now?
I'm just gonna say very busy, but we'll try to make sure every client's order is delivered at the time they want it. It's weddings. You can't have that done twice, and you don't want to make mistakes. So we have to. We're very busy actually, but what we'll try to do is when a client's order come in, we take everybody's order into cognizance, and if we cannot deliver within a time frame, we'll tell you we just can't do it. But once we can do it, we'll definitely deliver the time frame that's promised.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ekorhi, so much again for being flexible with the time. Thank you to all who are listening. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment. Reach out to Ekorhi, Wedding Suits Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria. My first international episode. So I'm thankful, grateful. Yep. And as always, everyone, thank you for listening and watching, and be well.